am going to show you how to make this cool pinwheel flower. What we need for this are two different colored 160s. I'm going to use red and yellow. One balloon stick, it can be long or short, it doesn't matter. And one uninflated 260. I'm choosing a green one. This will be for the stem and the center of the flower. Okay, let's get started. You want to take one of your 160s, stretch it a couple times, and inflate it with an 8-finger tail. So I'm pushing the balloon on and I'm going to pump it up. And I need about 8 fingers. Here's 4. And then I'm going to go over here and kind of let the air out. Don't tie it yet. And figure out 8 fingers. And tie it off. Make sure you let another tiny little puff of air out so it's a little on the mushier side, because this is going to go through a lot of abuse. And do the same thing with the next 260. When you have both of these inflated with an 8-finger tail, tie the ends together. Give them a nice tug. And now we're going to measure 3 fingers. You want all these bubbles to be pretty close in size, as even as you can. If the balloon's too tight, I squeeze it with 2 hands and let the pressure go down the balloon. So I'm measuring 3 fingers and then another 3 fingers, about the same size, and hold on to it. Do the same thing with the other balloon. This one's kind of tight. You don't want the bubbles to be tight because we're going to shape them afterwards. So I'm gonna hold here and here and squeeze that air down. Make a 3-finger bubble and another 3-finger bubble. Notice I'm holding everything together here on the yellow one. And then when you have 2 sets on each one, twist it together, flip one of the balloons through so it doesn't come undone. And then we're going to make 5 sets. So 3 fingers, try to get them the same size. You want them the same size as all the bubbles, and none of these real tight. So squeeze the air down if you need to. Do the same thing until you have 5 sets. Flip it around, push one through, go down to 5 little diamond shapes. Okay, I just did the number 5 on the diamond. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to flip one through. Be careful, because by the time you make it down to these end ones, when I first started doing this, they used to be larger, like 4 fingers, rather than 3 fingers or 3.5 fingers whenever I first started these. So when you have this, you're going to take one of the bubbles and push it through the first loop, bring this up on the top, spin it around, and cut or tie these off, and tie your knots here. Tie it all together. Cut the scraps off up above the knots. Now even out your yellow ones on the top and your other color, or one color on the top, one color on the bottom. And now we're going to start flipping the loops together. So start anywhere. Push your diamond down together, and then take one of the lobes and turn it 2 times. Take the other one and turn it 2 times. And then we're going to skip a section, go to the next section, because we need a little hole in the center when we're done. So skip a little diamond after you do this and go to your next set. Oops, my red one's snuck to the top. So I'm skipping this one, go into this one, flip it 2 times, and flip the red one 2 times. And this just helps you keep the center circle in the center. And it helps, this is what you need for this little pinwheel flower. Skip a section and do 2, then do 2 here. And we're gonna need red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow. And we're gonna tuck the little center of the flower through the hole at the end. So try to keep them in order. Yellow, red, and then you should have what looks like this. And then you're gonna start on this side and spin 2. Just try this first. You know, before you say, oh no, I can't do that. Just give it a try. And I spun 2 of those, but you want red, yellow, and see how there's a hole in the center here? A tiny hole. You just don't want to cross these ones over that hole down here. You want to try to keep them on the right side of the circle in the center. I'm just going to spin those at the top, so it's red, yellow. And then I'm going to work my way around here, you can hold it all with one hand. So it's red, yellow. Hold it together. And there should be 2 at the very end that have like open little lobes that need spun together. So go ahead and spin those together now. And then push everything in order around the tiny little circle in the center. And if one's sticking up farther, kind of tuck it down so that everything's sitting evenly around that center circle. See the tiny little circle in the center? Okay. And then when you have this, you're going to shape this and form it on both sides. So I'm going to hold it flat with my hand and I'm going to pull this back and tuck the red one in. On the other side, I'm going to lift it up and tuck this red one in. See the red? I'm just going to kind of lay it in there. Lay it in. While in the back, I'm also pulling this apart and I'm going to lay this in. So I'm kind of working on both sides of the balloon, pulling and tucking the whole way around to give it this spinning effect. Okay, so I have 3 of them started. And you just lay everything inside of each other and try to hold it as you go around. Do the whole thing the whole way around the balloon. I'm pulling the yellow one. I'm going to lay the red one in. Push this yellow one over. Kind of work my way the whole way around the balloon. And just keep holding them and keep tucking them. You can fix it better at the end. Pull the yellow one up on the top. See how I'm pulling it on the top? And then tucking it. I'm trying to get it curved the whole way around and laying inside the next little set of bubbles. So the yellow one is laying inside of the red one. The red one lays inside the center of the yellow one. And it's curving the whole way around because I'm just lifting it up a little bit and tucking it in. Around. It's okay if a little part of it comes out because we can fix that better after we put the center in. So I kind of have this and it's a little bit messed up, but it's good enough to go ahead and put the center in your flower. So take your uninflated one, stem, middle part, sink your stick inside of the uninflated 260, pull it the whole way down so that there's slack up here, tie a knot right up above the stick like that, and then we're going to make a little bubble which is about 4 fingers. I'm going to squeeze it down some, and it's pretty mushy, maybe a little less than 4 fingers. I'm going to go 3 fingers, right like that. You don't want it too small because you want enough for a bubble on each side to hold that flower together. So I have this, and what I'm going to do is squeeze this bubble down to the top right here. Stick this through that center. If you did it right, you should have a little hole in the center of your pinwheel flower. find the knot, pull it through like that, and then you're gonna squeeze half of this air up through, not the whole thing, if it comes through the whole way, just squeeze a little bit. You just want half of that bubble sitting on the other side. And you can hold this down because my air is trying to go the whole way up to the top of this. You can hold it so it can only go right on top of the flower. Squeeze it through half of the way and then spin that together. There can be a gap between it, it's okay. Don't worry about that, we'll fix it. So squeeze up half of your air, some of the air try to sneak back through, and then when you have it half and half air, spin it on one side so it doesn't sneak back down. And then you're gonna take this part, tie a little knot right up above that bubble, like that, and then open up one of the lobes, squish all your air from this little bubble to the center, and pull it tight, and wrap it up around another lobe. We'll tuck it back in so it's okay. Wrap it 2 times and then cut off the slack. And now we're gonna tuck this part in. So do the same thing. Hold the bubble in the center, pull that stick part like this up through one of the lobes. I'm gonna do the same lobes that I just did so I don't untwist the rest of the flower, and pull it down like this. So this is a little bit messed up compared to this one, but it's okay. So once you have this in, spin your little centers around. That'll help hold your flower together. And then we're gonna tuck it. We're gonna continue to tuck. So I'm gonna pull this up, tuck this in, and on this side, it gets pulled up and tucked in. Pulled up and tucked in. And work your way around your flower until everything's nice and tucked. And it shouldn't take too much effort if you already started to spin and tuck your flower. And if it's nicer on one side than the other, flip your flower over and work your way around that side. And that'll make it nice on the other side too. Okay, I have everything tucked around pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this pinwheel flower. And if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. And I do weekly videos every Thursday where I upload fun new things, sometimes tutorials, sometimes other cool stuff that I make, or little things that I want to tell you about balloons. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and other information is listed below. And there you have it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.